That's not English, Brian. It's German.
Oh,
So what I told you is true, from a certain point of view.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to A Certain Point of View. We are back. It has been quite a bit since we've been on the air. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. It is Monday, September 11th, by the way, September 11th. Honor and remember everything that happened 22 years ago. But we are back here to hang out, catch up, because we clearly haven't been doing much over the last 2 weeks. Hope everyone is doing great out there. And we're gonna see how everybody's doing, and then get into some things that have been going on in our lives the past 2 weeks as we have been MIA. So let's see how the crew's doing. I'm just gonna go around the horn per usual. Jill, let's start with you. How are you doing over there?
Good. I got my Halloween decorations out, so I'm happy. And I influenced Molly because I brought mine out, and she was like, "Mine aren't even out yet." And then
I was
she
like,
did
"Me
it all
too,
in a
me too."
day. So it's spooky season. Yay. Happy.
Fair enough.
And I got an
fair enough.
Oktoberfest beer. So
I have yet to get mine. Next time I go to the grocery store, I'm definitely going to load up on those, because at some point here in the near future, I'm not going to be going out of the house very much. So,
yep, stock up now.
you can always just do Instacart.
yeah, it's expensive, though.
Do they
That is
deliver booze?
expensive. Yeah, they should.
Oh.
I believe so.
Mhm.
Oh, that's
I think
actually a
you-
good question.
I think
Depending
you
if
just have to show them.
the person is over 21, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. It's a good question.
I think you just have to show them. Not that.
That rule had to have changed since COVID. It had to have
Yeah,
changed.
that's true.
I don't know.
Anyway, Brian, how about you? How are you?
Older.
True. Birthdays happened since our last show. Happy birthday.
Birth.
Thank you. Yeah, nothing too crazy. I'm a Lego person currently. Have two separate builds that I'm working on right now. I'm doing Darth Vader's head, and
I have that one. It's on my bookshelf.
yeah, I am quickly learning I have short-term aggression when it comes to Legos. I immediately
Short-term
assume
aggression or no patience?
whatever you want to call it. If I think a piece is not in the right spot, or I did something wrong, clearly, because that's 100% of the time, I immediately just assume Legos messed up. They're the ones at fault.
It's Lego's fault.
The build is wrong. They're missing a piece. Usually within 30 seconds, I figure it out that I did something wrong. But yeah, it's pretty fun. Super addicting though. I've already got
That's the
my eye
problem.
on like 5 of them, and I haven't even finished one. Yeah.
That's why you get the bonsai tree, because it comes with 2 different sets of leaves. So like if you're like, I want to do Lego but I don't have any, you just change the leaves out to the different set of leaves.
Mm-hmm.
It's
a good set.
It's a good
Interesting.
set. Because it
I
has
don't
cherry
know.
blossom leaves and green leaves. So change it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. What was I looking at? The AT-AT's retiring, and I'm like,
Retiring?
"Oh."
Oh.
Yeah, and I was like, I've always wanted that. So I'm like,
It's a big boy.
I know it's big boy, takes up space, a lot of gray. I am struggling with Darth Vader's helmet. Let me sure as hell tell you, because it's all black.
It's all black.
Have you
Well, the
seen
inside's not.
Yeah, the inside's
No.
colorful.
Yeah, his brain is like all different colors and everything right now. I've got
Have you
3.
seen the leaked images of the Venator Star
Mhm.
Destroyer, the Republic one?
So
Oh,
good. That's
I'm sure that'll be your next big Lego stream.
Coming soon on Star Wars Explained Lego
part
stream. Yeah.
part 1 of 23 or something.
it'll have to wait till after I do my Hocus Pocus house, for October.
So on TikTok, there's people I guess that have made custom lights for Lego sets, and they have custom. It's some person that made a set of LED lights for the Hocus Pocus house, and it's
Ooh.
wild. Like
Ooh.
it has like lightning flashes and like it's crazy. I'll have to try to find it and send you. a link of it. But
Yeah,
sounds
find
fun.
that and send it to me.
yeah, I'm waiting for Animal Crossing next year. That one
Mm-hmm.
might have to buy Tom Nook's shop.
That'd be cute.
That would be cute.
And Molly, how about you? How are you?
I'm hanging in there. I was in pretty rough shape after Dragon Con, just physically and mentally.
You
I
don't
guess,
say.
but my body was just like completely dead, exhausted, and so I tried to recover from that as best I could for a week, and then we were just in Chattanooga for a wedding, and felt like 2 party weekends in a row, and now I'm just kind of just like a
3
zombie.
party weekends in a row.
3 party weekend. Yeah, if we count Jill and Sean being here and us taking them around to all the biggest hits of Atlanta.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's been a crazy couple of weeks, but I'm shocked that I didn't get sick. Like I'm tired, but
Same.
I'm not sick. Alex thinks he got
Knock on
like a little
wood.
bit of a cold, but
We
I
got
feel
a little
pretty
bit of a con crud, but that was to be expected.
yeah. I worked out today. I got all my decorations out.
Oh my god. Oh wait, was that combined? Like you worked out because you were getting your decoration?
No, it was I worked out and then I was like, oh, I got like half the day left. I'm gonna start pulling stuff out, and then I pulled everything out because
Fair.
I got excited.
I don't have Halloween decorations. I should get some.
You need to change that. Go to
I have
Michael's right now. Sign
have
off
Chris-
and go straight to Michael's.
I have Christmas for sure.
It's not Christmas.
Halloween.
It's Halloween
I know.
time.
I just don't have a place to put it. That's my problem. Like
You
when I'm
find places to put it.
Mhm. I got these like clear acrylic shelves in order to stack tier the candles that I have like around my fireplace area because they're all similar height, but now I can stack them to be taller and shorter. And anyways, Jake, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm a little tired. One, just because everything that's upcoming here in the next few weeks for us.
Baby
but
month.
yeah, he's 2.5 weeks out, a little over 2.5 weeks out.
Any day.
And it was my sister's wedding this past weekend as well, and Gabby and I were both in it. She was a massive trooper for taking part.
Oh, wow.
Golly.
We'll see once we get the official
up the whole time.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, the ceremony was only like 20 minutes, which was great.
Still, 20 minutes.
Once we get the official photos back, I'm sure we'll post some, and you'll see. She was a trooper,
God.
and it's funny we both didn't realize that because it's for my middle sister, and then her fiance, who I've known for a while, but they both have so many friends, like so many people in their lives, like. Jared played baseball in Germany for 2 years, in Australia, and for 1.
Neat.
And people
Wow.
came from across the world to the wedding.
Wow.
And like,
Dang.
so both of us were, 1, surprised to be in the wedding, but 2, were surprised to be like high up in the order. We were expecting to be a little bit farther back, which would have allowed her to not stand as long. But we were up front, which was a little different. So it was a lot of fun. It was a long weekend. Obviously doing a lot of stuff, preparing and helping and that type of stuff. But yeah, so I'm recovering a little bit from that because they're major partiers, and but I'm good. I'm just anticipating currently everything that's coming our way. So a lot of preparation, a lot of things happening. There's a bassinet sitting next to me. There's a brand new storage system in my roof. There's a lot of stuff happening.
Any day now.
So,
What's the due date? Or if you want to say it, I keep forgetting what day it is.
end of September.
Well, you said 2.5 weeks out.
Yeah.
Math.
I always mix. I don't know why I always mix these two numbers. But I think
It's the end of September. So she'll be 38 weeks this week. So we're
Any day.
getting there.
Any day
And
now.
we're extremely happy that it's now just past this wedding weekend. If it happened
Yeah.
during this weekend, we had a problem.
Yeah.
But
You're in the clear. You're like, all right, we're good.
We are past the one thing that we were I've been looking at since like March. So thank God. So yeah.
Okay, see, Gabby's saying why, because I'm still predicting October 1st. I don't know why. It's always been the number and date in my head, and I feel like it's a Libra baby for sure, not a Virgo. Because then that
I'm down for an October 1st.
That's what I don't know why. That number has always just, I don't know. Maybe baseball postseason October for Jake, I don't know.
We'll see. I have a prediction of my own, but we'll see.
That's my sister's birthday, but he can have
Taking
it.
bets.
My sister's is October 3rd.
Mine's September 27th, so we'll see if it lands on a sister.
Well,
birthday.
Gabby's sister is September 22nd. My
Ooh.
mom is September 19th.
Ooh.
Dang.
So there's a lot that's been clustered together in that area. It would be interesting if he did come on the 22nd, because both Gabby and I are both 22s as well.
That'd be
wild.
Yeah. So that would be an interesting dilemma if we were all with a 22 date, which would be pretty cool. So
Libra and Virgo around that time. Oof.
but we'll see. Time will tell. Very, very short amount of time will tell.
Yeah.
All right. So look, the plan for tonight is truthfully just to hang out, catch up with each other. We've obviously had our little private conversations in our group chat over the past couple of weeks, but we haven't had a show in 2 weeks. We've been doing a lot. We're going to be talking about things that have been going on, like Dragon Con, or Brian might talk a little bit about it, some birthday stuff or whatever it may be. But we also want you guys to keep sending in questions that we can answer. Use that super chat, use that Streamlabs, leave some questions for us regarding anything that may be happening in entertainment world, movies, television, stuff like that. You can, obviously, one of the biggest things going on right now is Ahsoka. But I will say, if you are thinking about asking anything Ahsoka, keep this in mind. We will be on Star Wars Explained this week reviewing Ahsoka. So if you do want to keep your questions for that, I think
Now
so.
it
I think
is.
we've talked about it
We
before.
just wait. We just wait till the day of to put out the thumbnail and announce it. But we talked about it too. So
Okay.
hi,
I was like,
Chase.
Hi, Chase.
Hi, Chase. I miss you.
Yeah, so just in case you do want to ask about something Ahsoka, you might want to wait until then.
Ask just Jill, because she won't.
Yeah,
be
she's
there.
not gonna
I
be
won't
there.
be
That's
there.
right.
I'll be
Ask
at
Jill's
Disneyland.
opinion. That's right. That's right.
I'll be at Disneyland Wedding. Rise of the Resistance.
Jill always has, I think, Disneyland days when we do.
She goes
Star
every
Wars.
Wednesday, and we do
It's
Star Wars
Wednesdays.
Explained every Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go with my mom on Wednesdays. And I'll always talk to you guys at some point going, I'm drunk at Disney.
Yeah, that tracks. Go to San Fran, Tokyo, and eat one of the not Beyblade.
San
Jesus
Fran,
Christ.
Tokyo.
Yeah.
Well, we're doing, my mom's never done Rise. She hasn't done Rise yet. So we're literally going, and it doesn't matter how long the line is. We are going to go wait in line for Rise. So that is
Oh my
our
God.
And
game
hope
plan.
that it doesn't
If you
break
see,
down.
Yeah.
And
if you
hope
see
that it doesn't break
Chopper,
down.
if you see Chopper, I'll die.
I don't think they'll be out that late because the characters usually are gone by 5, the walk around ones anyway. So I doubt we'll see Hera or Chopper, but you never know. Sometimes it's usually Rey and Chewie that are the ones that are out at night. But
While we're speaking on Star Wars, just real quick, I wanted to scroll back up to a comment. This is from Vapion. I did see the Sabine Wren hot toy, and
Ooh, yeah,
that might
she
have
looked
to be
good.
saved for a 5th birthday in 5 years. Just write it on there. Birthday present for the future.
why in 5 years? Why not next
Yeah.
year?
Because he'll only be one. And
Why
Oh,
not
it's
for
for him.
yourself?
Oh yeah, I thought you were talking about you.
because I have a better reason to now buy stuff for my son.
Oh,
Legos. Legos.
For my son.
Legos.
For my
Mhm.
son.
you had this 9,000 piece Lego set. It's for my
Yeah,
son.
it's for my son. He can't hold
100%
anything, but it's
bonding.
for my son.
Mm-hmm.
All right. First super chat of the night comes from Mike K. Thank you so much, Mike. Quick question in honor of The Boy and the Heron's upcoming U.S. release. What is your favorite Studio Ghibli movie?
I've only seen one.
Ooh. It's a toss-up between Spirited Away and Princess Mononoke for me. But I think Princess Mononoke might edge out on top just because I've seen it. I saw that one first, and I've seen it a ton of times.
That's the one that I have not seen. It's Princess.
I haven't seen
Mononoke.
Mononoke either.
I really want to.
Me too.
So
It's
just
good.
for, lack of seeing them all, Spirited Away is mine. It's the top
Same.
that I've seen so far. So
Same.
I have a soft spot for Kiki's Delivery Service.
it's so good.
It was the first
So good.
Ghibli film that I ever saw, and she's just so cute, and I love little Gigi, the little black cat. He's a little sassy boy. I love him. I don't know. I have a soft spot for Kiki's. It's a very good, nice little comfort film.
I'll give a special shout out to the Zen, the little tiny short that they released of Grogu and the Dust
Grogu.
Bunnies.
Yeah, that one was
Because
cute.
it was cute. It was only like a couple minutes long, so.
Also,
I did pull up
go
a
ahead, Mom.
list of the movies just to see how many there were, and there's a
There's
ton.
a lot.
there's a lot.
And then one of them stood out, one called Mary and the Witch's Flower. I was like, oh,
Oh, I've never heard of that.
that looks really cute.
See, Howl's Moving Castle.
My Neighbor Totoro.
Yeah, that's good.
My Neighbor
Um,
Totoro is a good one as well.
Kiki's, Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke,
Castle in the
Ponyo,
Sky.
Castle in the Sky. Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a lot I haven't seen.
I never thought when I watched Spirited Away, I was like, "There's no way I'm gonna like this." And then I don't think I checked my phone like once during the whole time I was watching it, and that's how you can tell if I like a movie or not.
That's a good
when
measurement.
I'm at home. When I'm at home, I don't look at it when I'm in.
Yeah,
the
Brian, you just sounded like a total asshole. He goes to the theater and checks his phone.
No. Not when I'm at the movie theater. When I'm at home, because I'm so easily distracted when I'm at home. But that movie I was like, oh my god, this is actually really good.
We watched the Mario Brothers movie yesterday, and I was on my phone like half the time because I was like, it's cute. The animation is cute, but the story is like mind-numbingly dumb.
I tried to watch it because I passed out. I did good on both my plane flights for Atlanta. I passed out before we even took off for the first flight. And then I woke up with like an hour and 45 minutes left. And I was like, oh, perfect time to watch a movie. I'll watch Super Mario because I haven't seen it yet. 20 minutes later, I was passed out again. Just knocked out.
Not super
Damn.
gripping.
It was cute. And I was like, I wanted to watch it, but I was just tired, I guess. And I was like, oh, so much for that movie. Oops.
Okay, question for you two then.
Mhm.
Did you mind Chris Pratt as Mario?
No, I didn't mind it.
I struggled with it
It
the
was
whole
Really?
time.
I could.
Yeah.
I think I had gotten so used to it in the trailers by the time I had like started
Okay.
it, where I was like, "This is fine now." Am I happy about it? Not particularly, but like, it could have been worse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got used to it after a while,
Yeah.
but the
Same.
first couple of minutes, I was just like, ugh, this is not good.
Fair.
Could
I
have
think
been worse.
he was such like a classic New York, New Jersey Italian. I was like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, at least they didn't go like hardcore, like classic Italian route. Like it was a
Yeah,
New York
yeah.
version.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, and it made it a little bit better.
Yeah.
All right, next super chat. Tim Sim. Thank you so much, Tim. Interesting Ahsoka observations with local pals I know who haven't watched Clone Wars or Rebels. Half are confused and the other half are frustrated with both agreeing that Ahsoka won't be fully successful without getting those on par. Could not disagree more.
I haven't seen anyone tell me that they are having any issues with this show.
I could not I could not disagree more because everyone that I've talked to that has not watched the cartoon or the animated shows are loving it. They're
Even
loving it.
Alex's parents are watching it and mostly getting it, but I will tell you a hilarious story real quick. Alex's mom asked, "Is Ahsoka wearing a hat?"
Oh my gosh.
Is that her head
mean,
or is it a hat?
That's definitely.
it's a
something
fair
my
question.
Mom, that's
That
something
is
my
a fair
mom would
question.
ask. My mom would ask the same thing. Well, because my
That is a
mom
fair
also
question.
didn't know that RuPaul out of drag was RuPaul. So like that's definitely that's something my mom would say.
Oh my god. But no,
I-
I have seen people have issues with the show. I shouldn't say that I haven't, but I haven't really seen anyone say because I didn't watch these other shows, I'm lost or like I don't get it and I
Yeah.
don't think it'll be successful. I haven't really seen that.
I
Every
haven't-
person
Sean-
that
I want to ask if Sean's dad, because Sean, is your dad confused by Ahsoka at all with not seeing the cartoons? Oh, okay, just kidding. He doesn't know.
Tim, I don't know who you're
and he
hanging
says
out
I
with.
doubt
but
it.
They're wrong.
Yeah, every person that I've talked to that hasn't watched the animated shows, that is watching it, the first thing I ask them before asking them if they like the show is if they're confused. And nobody has responded by saying no, why, or they've all basically said no, why should I be? Like, is there something I'm missing?
Yeah.
Or is there like an underlying thing happening? And I tell them I'm just curious because it's essentially a sequel to a previous animated show. But the first 2 episodes being basically in an hour and a half movie, there was so much setup that I don't like. There shouldn't really be any confusion now.
I mean, I was talking because my sister hasn't started it yet, and I was talking to her about it, and she was like, "Do we really need to see like the cartoons?" And I'm like, "If it's you're not going to be confused, but it's one of those things where like if you've seen Rebels and Clone Wars, you're going to appreciate it probably a little bit more because of like the little details and stuff, but I don't think it makes it any more or less confusing."
This conversation could change after this week with the world between
very
worlds.
much so.
This is where it could become a little interesting with the
I
conversation,
didn't watch the
but
entire Rebels. No,
then again, with Dave
Not.
Filoni being the one who's directing it, there's going to be
Also,
so much information regarding the world between worlds. It shouldn't be a problem.
Sean just called me out. He said he walked past me and said, "You're not confused, and you didn't finish Rebels." And there you go. So, yeah,
You didn't finish Rebels?
I did not. I did
Oh,
not watch the
Jill.
entirety of Rebels. No,
Jill.
I know.
Jill,
I
you
saw
missed it.
like the end, and I saw like important episodes. Sean's looking around the corner at me like he's so disappointed right now. Yeah, he's very disappointed with me. But yeah, I'm not confused at all.
I've tried so many times.
Facts.
Everyone does.
Uh,
Everything Andor.
It's hard to go back and watch it all when, Star Wars Explained is doing such a good job at our recap video.
That's why I sent my sister all of your videos.
Well, so that's what I was just about to get into. Is my good friend back home is just started it yesterday, and after me bugging him literally like every single day since it's come out, and the only context I gave him was basically like Alex's like main recap video, and I'm
glad I laid the groundwork for that. You're welcome, guys.
Doing what?
I sent those all to Gabby, and I showed you guys the screenshot like 3-4 weeks ago, and you guys probably don't remember me doing that.
I don't know.
I remember.
Thank you, Molly. Thank you.
I just sent him the Star Wars Rebels in under 10 minutes.
Oh, I
That
sent my
one.
sister like 12 videos.
I sent literally Gabby every single video leading up to
I,
it.
I knew that if I sent him all of them, he'd be like overwhelmed by it. So I just went for the.
It is a lot, yeah.
They're not that long though. They're like 5 to 10
Yeah, but-
minutes.
It's a lot of Alex's voice, though.
We just can't have that.
So I'm curious. He hasn't. Now that I think about it, he hasn't told me what he thought so far. The only thing he's told me is I would do unspeakable things to Ahsoka.
Yeah, facts.
That's the only thing I've heard since.
Can't agree more.
Wow.
Question regarding this, and this might be answered this upcoming week, and I'll bring this up because this is a good question from Alan here. I'm confused as to how the info about Thrawn's location made it from the distant galaxy back to the Star Wars galaxy. I imagine we'll get an answer to that once we meet him.
We don't know yet. Right?
Witchcraft.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I
We'll
have
see.
my suspicions on what that map is actually pointing to because it was an ancient map, yeah, it doesn't make sense that it would be pointing directly to where Thrawn is. I think it's a map that tracked the Purgil and where they go. So
I like that.
they're just assuming that's where they took them.
I like that.
I don't know,
okay.
but tomorrow's about to be effing wild.
Tomorrow's gonna be wild.
Yeah, and shameless plug, if you want to see our reaction, POV Patreon episode reactions.
So help me God, Jake. If you're not ready at 6 o'clock, I'm going with that.
What are you talking about? I'm gonna be sitting down at 5:30. You better be ready at 6 o'clock.
Last time you made me wait till like 9 o'clock at night.
Whoa.
So,
Oh, I'm sorry that I had to do baby stuff around the house. I apologize.
well, this time, no sympathy.
Goodness.
But what was I
Goodness.
gonna say? I was gonna give you shit for like kind of like sneaking your way onto episode 5 of their show.
That was on my.
What are you talking about? Molly
recommendation.
invited. What are you talking about?
Molly
I
said-
recommended episode 5 because it was a Filoni
don't give me shit. Don't give me shit. That was
No. I think you said episode 4, and he goes, "Well, Filoni's at directing number 5."
No.
So if that,
She
No,
said that.
Molly said that.
Brian, you're literally 3 versus 1 right now. You're
I
wrong.
second it. Molly
You're
Molly
wrong.
said that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on, because that one person who watches who hates all our Star Wars talk is racking their brain
That
right
one
now.
person.
Before we get to our other super chats, which thank you guys for the super chats, keep those going with the questions. I want to catch up with everybody because that's what we were here to do, to see how everybody's doing. I do want to start with Dragon Con, and look, guys, we can't take an hour and a half talking about Dragon Con.
We'll do our
I know you
best.
guys want to, but I do want to hear, because Jill and Sean traveled the country to go spend 9 days with the Damons, experience Dragon Con for the very first time. So I do want to hear about it, everything that happened, what you remember, what you don't remember. So the floor is yours.
What you remember is the prime.
Well, let me say this: some stories stay at Dragon Con.
That is
Okay,
true.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Some stories do stay at Dragon Con, but I will say that Sean did win Wizard Staff.
Ooh.
Interesting.
He won in a very spectacular way,
He won. He won Wizard Staff.
which
I'm very
involved-
curious on what.
It involved him having to take the whole next day off, basically.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
He won Wizard Staff and lost a day of Dragon Con.
I literally
Which always happens.
Yes.
I
to someone.
messaged Jill, and I was like, I never see Sean in any of the Instagrams or Snapchats or anything. Is he still alive? And she goes, "Yep." I think that's it. And
No,
we
I
were
said
busy.
no. I said
We were
no. I
busy.
said no. He's dead. R.I.P.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I said no.
That's
no,
right.
He's dead.
That's right.
R.I.P.
Hi, Sean.
Sean, we got to talk Wheel of Time, buddy.
Hi, Sean Sullivan.
Yeah.
Talk about what?
Wheel
of Time came back while you guys were at Dragon
Wait,
Con.
did it
Oh.
really?
Yeah, it's already
Oh.
4 or 5 episodes in.
Oh.
They did
Oops.
not advertise that show at.
No, I haven't
yeah,
seen
yeah, they
anything
did.
about it.
Yeah, they did.
I haven't seen. Everyone I've talked to has said. I literally told Sean it was back on. And he was like, "Oh,
No, they advertised.
We had no clue. Oh,
Yeah.
well. Whoops.
Anyway, Dragon Con. How was it,
Anyway,
guys?
so Thursday night was like the first kind of official night of the con. We all did Star Wars Family Feud.
That was so
was
fun.
One of the first panels of the weekend, and it was me, Alex, Sean, Jill, and Chase versus another team. It was
some losers."
no, it was
You guys better have
it was
won.
people that we knew.
We kicked ass.
one of them-
3 or 4 Star Wars podcasters at one table. Come on now.
I mean, the other people were also podcasters. One of
Okay,
them
fair
was a
enough.
Star Wars author.
Yeah, one's an author.
So
I retract my statement.
it was a lot of fun. I think if they let us, I think we can make it better for next year. If they give us
If they
some
did-
control.
If they did the scoring correctly, I don't think we would have won.
I don't know how
But-
to this day I'm still confused by how
I
it was
think
scored.
I think they counted just every point that everybody got correct, and they didn't count like stealing the rounds or anything. So I think
So
they
it was
did-
it was family. It was exact Family Feud style.
no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
No, it
yeah,
wasn't.
yes, it was the style, but the scoring they did not have.
You
correct.
neither of you clearly remember.
I know.
I don't
This one said no. This one said yes.
I've never seen Family Feud, so I would
Molly
that's
doesn't
what
know
I was
how to
told.
play Family
Okay,
Feud.
fair enough. Fair enough.
So-
She was just up there to answer questions.
Yes,
I was like, I'm here to do Star Wars.
It was fun.
Let's
enough.
go.
And that was the romper day. We were all up there in our cute little rompers.
We were in rompers.
I'm sorry. Listen to this. So my friend just texted me back. I said, did you finish Ahsoka? He said, I watched the first two. It's pretty solid so far. A lot going on. And I said, do you understand what's happening though? And he goes, that's a vague question. Nobody's going to understand everything when they meet 20 characters. And I said, but like, do you understand the main plot that's happening? He goes, yeah, they're trying to free Thrawn. He's the good guy, right?
Oh, sweetie.
Oh boy.
No. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Go
so
ahead.
Chase said it was combo, Family Feud, regular trivia / Jeopardy. It was kind of odd. Again, I think we can, if they let us take it over next year, I think we can do it up a lot better.
Agreed.
But
So
it was still
was
fun.
it like an absolute just floor wiping or what?
No. I don't think
Okay.
so. Again,
Based on the scores, they were saying it was an absolute floor wiping.
they didn't announce who won.
No,
exactly.
they said everybody wins, and we're like, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what? That's dumb.
Yeah.
There's
But-
one winner.
There's,
One winner.
Oh God, never. Jake hates a participation trophy.
Participation
or,
awards suck. What happened to winners and losers?
Stackpole, that was the author that they had. He wrote all the X-Wing books.
Ooh, nice. That's awesome.
I'm still just very proud of my Bluey answer, and everyone looked at me like I was insane.
We had
I know.
one of the questions was what words rhyme with Chewy, which is just like some of the questions were kind of dumb.
And I was like, Bluey. And they're like, everyone was like, what? And I'm like, Bluey, beloved children's television show, beloved by adults and kids alike. And they're like, okay, let's see if it's on there. And it was like the second answer. And I'm like, thank you. All of you suck.
But this was the first year that they tried to do anything like that. So we were kind of their guinea pigs for that.
It was fun.
So yeah, that was Thursday.
So they have that the first day, and then is trivia the last day?
Yes. Trivia is Sunday night.
Got it.
There was
The
a
test
lot of
is
new,
on Saturday night.
There was a lot of new blood. It looked like in that trivia. This
2 new people.
time around. Oh, it was just Sean and someone else.
Sean Room got third.
Sean and one other guy were the only 2 newbies up on the table.
Is that like little kid still doing it?
Yes.
Well,
He's not a little kid anymore.
He's not
Yeah,
a
I was
little
gonna
kid
say.
anymore.
I would assume he's not. I was just curious. How old would he be now?
He's like 15 or 16, I think.
If you're talking about
he said.
Logan, he's in college now.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
But
the
again,
kid,
we
the kid
we
at the
started-
table?
Yeah, Logan.
Oh, I thought he was like 15.
Nah, he's at SCAD.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, when we started this, there were several children up there, so we're feeling old. But Alex
Yeah.
won. Yay, Alex! I made it
Yeah.
to like the top 5 or 6.
The questions were wild.
And how did the DC cosplay go?
Oh, it was so fun.
It was really fun, and Jill's
Your Ivy looks
photographer friend. Thank you. Jill had a
So-
photographer friend there that took some fun pictures of us that we'll maybe get to see one day.
Trust me, we
Nice.
will get them. It just takes a bit to edit. We'll probably get them in the next week or 2, and I will send them your way.
But yeah, that was fun to do. The leaves stayed on, baby. Yes, all
Yeah.
that puff and
Yay.
blue paid off.
Did you did you guys have a favorite cosplay that you guys saw or anything that was like super popular?
Saw a lot of Barbies. The
Oh,
There
big
were
makes sense.
so many Barbies.
the big Barbie photo shoot. There were more people there than were at the Star Wars photo shoot. It was massive.
Not surprised.
So many
Not surprised,
Barbies.
Yeah.
That's going to be the
Um,
Halloween costumes this year.
Yeah. Well, because
Yeah.
there's 50 different Barbies.
Let me.
I don't remember any super specific other than the Star Wars ones because we were taking footage of them. There was a really good Black Chrysanthemum,
Oh yeah, the Black
Mm.
Chrysanthemum was good.
and there was a group of. There's always lots of groups of Mandalorian kind of cross plays. So there was a big Disney group of Mandalorians that had like Belle, Gaston,
That's cool.
Elsa.
The Gaston was great because it had a ton
Oh my god,
of hair
an
on top
Elsa
of the-
Mandalorian.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
I liked these guys.
Two worlds collide. Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
I saw that too.
The Sub-Zero and Scorpion
They're
corgis.
so cute.
I only took pictures of 2 cosplays. It was that one, and then this guy who was dressed up as Ocean Gate. And his sign said, "I will step on you for $250,000." And in his pocket is the controller of the submersible. And I was like, "That's freaking hilarious!"
Oh my god.
I think me and Chase won the Stranger Things.
Yes,
Oh,
you
you-
did.
Ooh, nice.
What I,
So
what I need to know is, Chase, are
So
you
good.
keeping your hair like that, or are you gonna switch it up now that that's over?
I don't know.
I got jealous because I saw so many droids.
Oh yeah, there was a little B2 emo.
Oh my god, that blew me away. Like, that thing looked like it came off the set of Andor.
I can't wait to get our pictures back from our disposable cameras, but Chase brought a couple too, and here's a little taste of me and Jill building our wizard wands.
Oh my god, I love that.
We got pretty rowdy that night.
Yeah, wizard staff was yeah. I think we were all hurting the next day on that
And
one.
then there's our Leia group.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, no Sean Leia?
No Sean
Didn't
Leia.
feel like it? Okay.
He gave it to somebody else though. There were more
Yeah.
people than that in the group, and this was the first year that we got on stage at the big giant Star Wars party,
Oh my-
and that was insane.
What was so funny about that is I left because it was like almost 1 o'clock, and I was like, "Hey, I'm exhausted." So, and Molly was like, "I'm probably gonna leave shortly after you." And then like, I wake up the next morning to a video of them on the stage at a party, and I'm like, "What happened in the span of like this time to this time?"
We went because we had talked to Brandy, who's kind of in charge of the Star Wars track. We talked to her a little bit, and another guy that works on the track was like gonna get us in backstage because there's always a
Nice.
giant line to get in
Of course,
to the
yeah.
party period. So we got to go in behind everybody else through like the VIP entrance or whatever. And then Brandy was joking about getting them all on stage, and I was like, "I'll get them all on stage."
Oh, we're gonna
And
do
she was
it.
like, "Let's do it."
Yes.
And now they're on the Dragon Con Instagram.
As they should
That's
be.
awesome. That's awesome.
As they should be.
Well, I'm glad you guys had fun. It was obviously a lot of build up, so it seemed like it turned out pretty well.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. We're already planning our next
Yeah.
trip out there.
I want to know your I think I know, but Jill, your overall thoughts on Atlanta.
Oh god, I've always loved Atlanta, but it was nice to go to like the not tourist places and to see like where all of you guys hang out, not like the local bars and stuff. And yeah, we are seriously considering making that move out there. So yeah, we loved it. I've already told my mom, "Hey, you need to come with me and check it out." So we're probably going to plan a trip next year to go. My mom, and Sean and I are thinking of going in December, my birthday weekend already, possibly. So
Cabin trip.
cabin trip. So
Jake and I will move after you move.
Oh, sorry. I'm not going anywhere. I got a baby.
it's so much more inexpensive though, Jake. Imagine
Yeah,
like
sorry.
a big house. You could
Imagine
have
how
more
many
kids.
Lego sets you could buy for your baby.
Imagine, you'd have so much room for Lego sets.
You could have a whole room dedicated to Lego
Just for
sets.
Lego sets.
It's a long way from my family, so probably not.
I mean, same.
They can come too.
I mean, same. But
Convince everybody.
I'm also not having children, so.
Same. If only person, I mean, my sister's already gone. If I could plot my mom closer, I would probably do it in a heartbeat.
Let's do this.
Start working on her now.
Please.
Would your mom go with you?
What do you mean? Like
Would
move?
she move? Yeah.
Not until probably my grandma.
Got it.
Dies.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Mm,
So
that's fair.
yeah,
I mean, that's a pretty good reason.
That's valid.
100%. So that's why I'm like,
Valid.
Isn't that just like so weird to like? It's like a weird thing to say like out loud. Not until she dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's just reality.
It's life.
That's life.
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
life.
So, my sister would be furious though if I took my mom cross country.
Why? She's already 8 hours away by car.
Still,
Oh, also, I don't know if this happened in the 2 weeks that we were gone, but congratulations on the future brother-in-law, Brian.
oh woo, yeah, it was.
Oh yeah. Woo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, moving
My sister
on.
got-
Next question.
No,
Goodness.
real.
He's just I love.
Clearly don't like him.
No, it's not that I don't like him. He's just not like warm and fuzzy. He's in the military, so he's very like.
Oh.
Mm,
He's not.
Not everybody has to be warm
High
and
and
fuzzy.
tight.
Jeez.
No, but like I would at least like if you're FaceTiming me on my birthday for you to say happy birthday and not just hey, how's it going? Like stuff like
Give-
that, like
gives
simple
you a
things.
salute.
Like no, not even that. It was just like sup. I'm like, oh, okay.
Sucks.
And just
Everyone
other-
has their way of doing things, I guess.
Other things. There's other things.
Is he one of those types of guys where instead of saying hi, he does just a head nod?
He won't do anything unless
Oh.
you.
Okay, just on the off chance that your sister watches this, we're gonna.
She
move on.
doesn't. I've tried to
She
get her to
doesn't.
watch it. So
She doesn't.
Hey, you never know, Brian. She could just one
No.
time and
Well,
it's just
as long as she
I
knows
would-
that October 12th is already taken, then
I know.
19th.
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 wow. Almost forgot
was
your
like,
date.
wait.
Jill. Goodness.
The
12th
12th
is
was
mine.
next.
12th is
And
Molly's.
that's the one.
Because
my
our
sister
original
watched.
date was the 12th, and then I
That's
was
my
like, wait, no, that's Molly's. We got to do the
Okay,
19th.
before we get you both in trouble, we're moving on. We're moving on. Next super chat here, because I'm sure Dragon Con will come back up at some point. We'll get back to it. More stuff coming
We're going
up.
to convince everybody to move to Atlanta in the span of the
or
next
at least
20
come to
minutes.
Dragon Con once.
Oh, yes, at least one time.
Next super chat here comes from Dart Car, which I may be the first super chat they've ever done. Thank you. If that's the case, anybody watch One Piece?
I
I
do.
On my
Right.
list. It is on my list.
I'm shocked with the good reviews it's getting. So it went from I have no interest to now I have interest.
It's
And
based
the-
off of an anime, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the ultimate tell for me was the kids at work. They're huge anime people. Like they will rip it to shreds if they don't think it's like perfect or whatever. And they loved it. So like to me, I was like, okay, well, if it's getting good reviews and the kids at work are saying it, then it must actually be.
A couple people in the chat already saying that they watched it and they're surprised at how much they like it.
Do I
Yeah.
need to see the anime first?
I don't think so.
I believe it's a remake of it, isn't it?
It's a Oh wait, no.
Or an
I assumed it
adaptation
was-
of it?
I assumed it was a remake, but like I'm wondering
Yeah.
if people would recommend seeing that first before this.
So it said that. So Jeremy said the anime showrunner is running the live action, and then Alan
makes
says it's more expensive than a season of Mandalorian.
Yeah, it's the most expensive show ever made. I think I heard.
Damn.
Ever
Eh,
made?
Not
That's a big.
not the Lord of the Rings show.
Yeah, the Lord of the Rings.
It's more. Look it up. Go here. Want me to look it up?
How does
Yes.
Netflix have the money for that?
Yeah,
They're
really.
not paying their writers. That's
They're
not-
not, yeah, they're not paying their writers
Fair.
or
But like,
actors,
still, how do
really.
they have the money for that? That's because
don't
Game of
Pay for
Thrones,
residuals.
House of the Dragon, the Lord of the Rings show. Those are massive, massive numbers. There's no way it could be more expensive than those.
18 million per episode.
Are you joking me?
Yeah.
18.
One of the
Well,
most expensive shows ever made.
So 18 million per episode, but it all depends on how many episodes there are.
I think there's 10. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they said it's more. It's definitely more expensive than Game of Thrones.
Okay, so Mando, Game of Thrones, had about 15 million per episode. The shows that exceed One Piece's budget include The Pacific, House of the Dragon, WandaVision, Stranger Things, and Rings of Power.
So maybe, Brian, it might be the most expensive per episode,
Maybe
not
Maybe.
overall. It's probably per episode.
Rings of Power is $58 million per
Yeah.
episode.
That's I knew it. There's no way it was gonna top Lord of the Rings. There's no way.
That makes me
Oh my god!
and that show was so average. So
It
average.
was.
You know what's even crazier?
Why?
I don't know.
Why
I
is
don't
it
know
so
what the
much
number
money?
is.
The
I don't know how
rights?
much Wheel of Time costs, but Wheel of Time is a better Lord of the Rings show than Lord of the Rings is.
I don't
Ooh, I
understand.
know.
I,
I
don't
would not
understand why it's
say-
that expensive.
I would not say Rings of Power. I wouldn't say Wheel of Time was better than Rings of Power.
I like it more.
Jake, Wheel of Time is 10 million per episode.
Explain to me how Rings of Power is like. What in it is making it that expensive? Is it the rights? Is it like
The visual effects. It's
Visual
gotta be.
effects.
there's visual effects in
probably,
all of these shows?
but
Not
they're
like
they're
Lord of the
taking
Rings,
it to like
though.
an insane
Yeah.
level.
Like those, like the first episode, I can think of like all of the, like the war fights where everything's in slow motion and
So
you're
that
seeing-
so that qualifies it being $40 million more an episode than House of the Dragon and Game of Thrones.
yeah, when there's a show that has little dragons every episode.
Like I don't like help me understand. Like I don't get it.
I don't know.
Sean says it's
interesting.
for the rights, but
The rights could
Some of
play
it.
into it. They might be paying the estate, which is very, very possible.
that's ridiculous.
And they can't even use. They don't even have rights to all of the lore,
No.
so they have to like.
it's only that
work
one
around
book or
it.
whatever it is. Yeah, whatever that book is called.
Oh my god. Nope.
That's
I
insane.
am not Lord of the Rings explained, so I couldn't tell you. But
Nope.
Yeah. All right, next super chat. Tim Sim up with another one. Thank you so much, Tim. Also, some I know who hasn't seen Rebels were angry over the World Between Worlds introduced in live action, saying that this multiversal bleep is not Star Wars. Okay, Tim, you can pass this on, and there's a clip of Dave Filoni explaining this. The
Yeah,
World
I saw
Between Worlds is not time travel.
No.
There's a clip where he literally says it's not time travel. Whoever goes in has to go out the same exact door. They can't
Yes.
jump from one spot to another. So in Rebels, for example, when Ahsoka got pulled out by Ezra, she went back in the same door. She didn't go into a different time or a different place. It's not
a
time travel.
multiverse.
It's
No.
a world. It's a place outside time and space. Right?
Yeah, it's like
They
think of
described
it almost like The Watcher, where you're kind of just watching the biggest events in the Star Wars timeline happening.
Yeah, it's not a multiverse.
But you can't travel to different places.
yeah, it's not a multiverse. It's not
Mm-mm.
time travel. It's just an in between.
That
Literally
explained by Dave Filoni
No.
needs to go viral. I saw that clip like 2
It
weeks
went
ago.
viral. I've
That
seen
thing
it a
needs
couple
to
times.
it needs to be pumped out there more for people to
Yeah.
see.
It's from the Rebels, one of the Rebels recons, I think.
Yeah. hmm
But Alex also did a whole video on explaining to the best of his ability what.
He
Make that one go
explained,
viral.
Filoni explained.
Huh?
Yeah.
Explained and,
Dave
he
Filoni
explained and explained.
Yeah, attempted to.
Explained and explained.
All right, next one here comes from Chase. Thank you, Chase.
Chase.
Did anyone watch the finale of What We Do in the Shadows? It was so good. Also, who's seeing Ahsoka in theaters
It
tomorrow?
was so good.
I'm a season and a half behind. I'm absolutely failing on my life.
It was really, really good, but I am curious as to just the direction where the show is going, because the way they ended this season, I was like, oh, okay. What else are they gonna do? Like, what's the plan going forward? And I'll keep watching the show no matter what they do, just because it's hilarious and it's a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm
How
curious.
many seasons do they have?
I think this was 5 or 4. 5.
I don't know. I think it's 4 because I left off on 3.
And does Taika direct every episode? Couldn't, right?
I don't think so.
I think he's just like a executive.
I was gonna say because he's too busy. He's got that other show on
The pirate one.
Max too, right?
Oh yeah,
The flag. The
So this was
Oh,
season
5.
5, Brian. We just finished season 5,
shit. I'm 2 behind then maybe.
and
Maybe I watched
season
3.
6 is coming at some point.
Crap, I need to look.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was good.
Is anyone seeing Ahsoka in theaters?
No.
It's not out.
No,
yet.
because
not in
Disney doesn't
Atlanta.
want to put them in normal cities like.
Oh, am
normal
I the
people.
only one who's able to go see it?
It's
Oh.
only the biggest cities across the country. You cowards.
When is it playing?
It's
Is
it's
it-
like at 5.
Yeah.
No, it starts exactly at 6. It's so
Oh,
that way no
boy.
one gets ahead.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, I thought it was an hour beforehand because it said watch it before everybody else is what I saw.
When I looked it up to check San Francisco's, it was at 6.
Oh, I
Because I
read
debated
5.
whether or not to try to go drive back, and I was like,
Let's
I'm not
see.
gonna do it.
I like how they did an official fan event, like fan premiere thing in Atlanta,
Mhm.
and not this.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck? I would pay money to go to this. We didn't go to the fan event to support the
Yeah.
strikes.
5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Oh God! So we have to stay off the internet for.
An
No,
hour.
not really. When the second the episode ends, we can start our episode because it's like 50. It's like 48, 52 minutes or
49
something.
minutes. So we gotta
Yeah,
stay off
that's
the internet
fine.
for like 10 minutes.
That's easy. It just sucks, you know. I know that Sacramento's not a huge city, but it is the freaking state capital. Disney, you cowards.
They'd make so much money if they put it in more theaters. I don't get it.
Yeah,
But-
they would. I probably would watch it twice if it was available. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Ugh.
No, it is kind of a.
They're showing San Francisco.
It's like a kick in the pants, you know.
Yeah.
Just
To be
like
fair, I don't think Alex would want to go see it in the theater because
I wouldn't want to deal with people.
we got to record our reaction and then we got to go to work like right after. So like,
yeah, for you guys, it definitely makes more sense to do it at home. Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
Still be fun. I can only-
All right.
Can you imagine how batshit crazy this episode must be if they're only putting one of them in the theaters?
And it's not even like a full length. It's 49 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was going to be like an hour and a half if they're putting it.
It's
on
literally
theaters,
taking screen time away from a movie that's in theaters for a 49-minute episode of television. It's pretty cool.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that Jake and I might blow out some eardrums.
but I'm glad they're doing it, and I hope this means that they might continue to do that for stuff like this.
I've
See-
always said that with the biggest shows, and I go back to Game of Thrones with this, they should always do season finales in theaters for like the biggest television shows. I thought Game of Thrones would have crushed at that for years. Something like this could probably crush like that. The well-known properties, you could easily put them in theaters and do well.
Hmm.
Yes, I agree, and no, I kind of like because seeing the first 2 episodes of Rings of Power in theaters killed the watching it at home because it blew me away in the movie theater, and then I didn't get like that same like I don't know whatever you want to call it like experience. Like, all the craziness of it, and that killed Rings of Power for me. I was like, okay, well, I would if it was still in theaters, I would have gone every single time. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it'd be different with Star Wars. Something I actually cared about.
Fair. All right, next one here comes from Tim Sim. By the way, iPhone 15 reveal event is tomorrow at 10 a.m. Everyone is going to watch if they will switch plug to the popular USB-C
Oh
and make the
yeah,
battery replaceable thanks to the European Union's ruling.
I heard about
They
that.
They have to, I think.
I think they have
Like-
to.
Yeah. Otherwise, they can't sell iPhones in Europe.
Which
So,
is good, but we just got new iPhones and we have to get the freaking lightning port for everything.
yeah.
So
Stupid.
dumb.
Team Android.
I mean,
Jill's
I
over
already
there
have
thriving.
a billion lightning port cords, so it doesn't really matter to me, but
Yeah, I have so many like adapters and cords because my MacBook is only USB-C now, so I have to have all
Cord
this
that
stuff.
charges my phone, charges my buds, charges my Nintendo Switch, charges so many things. It's wonderful.
Yet your texts are still green, Jill. It's
Well, that's actually an iPhone issue, not an Android
Yeah,
issue.
and we would love to do group FaceTimes, but we can't do that.
Well, maybe you should not have iPhones because they're
Also,
expensive
this-
and stupid.
I keep forgetting, but I have a wireless charger for this too. That has come
Yeah.
in handy.
I have this. I don't know what it's called on the back of my phone, but I can just set it up
Yeah.
on anything I want to.
I've
yeah.
got my massive brick.
The Mophie.
And I can put magnetic pop sockets on here now.
hmm
That's a fan.
Which is so nice.
Yep, my case does the same thing.
So pros and cons.
All right, last super chat here. So get those questions in, everybody. This one is to Jill. Shout out Jillian for impressive curl. Plus,
Thanks.
great team.
Thanks, grew it myself.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you.
Thanks.
Well, what else is going
Jill.
on, guys? How's everyone's 2 weeks been? Brian, do you got anything going on?
What'd you do for your birthday, Brian?
How was your
except-
birth?
Besides build Lego.
Well, the day of, I did absolutely nothing because I had like the worst migraine of my life. So I literally just was in my room in the dark like the whole day. So that sucked. Yeah, I mean, I haven't done too much. I'm literally, I'm borderline having a problem now. I'm like constantly looking at Lego sets.
I'm an enabler for Lego, so
You are
sorry.
100%. And the one that is like the sparkle in the back of my eye is the ghost. I will probably pull the trigger on that one. It's just that's like that might be next to the Y-wing like my favorite Star Wars ship. I don't know. Plus it comes apart with Into the Phantom. It's just too cool. It's too cool.
Too cool not to get.
Yeah, so probably that. I bought a nice fancy digital camera.
Pull the trigger.
Yeah, that was my birthday present to myself. I don't know if it's the same one or not that you have, Jake. It is a Rebel one. This is the box for it.
Canon Rebel
Mm-hmm. It's always a good go-to.
T7. Nice.
I don't.
So yeah, so that.
I have an older version, but it's probably the same one.
Yeah, I don't know.
The best thing about digital cameras or cameras in general is they hold their value so well.
Yeah, it's just I kind of wanted it for myself. Plus, like, I don't know, getting older, like my sister's wedding. I'm sure we'll be out there for a while, take nice pictures, or Jill's wedding or something. Like, it's just stuff like that type of stuff. I don't want to just have my iPhone. So I don't know. But God help me, I start softball this week. I'm not ready. It's gonna be bad. I'm sure I'm gonna be like regretting my existence like within 24 hours.
Why are you not ready? What about it?
I'm
Are
out
you-
of shape.
Oh, you're playing softball?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant
Yeah.
like coaching or something.
Oh,
God, no. So that should be interesting. Oh, we even got jerseys and stuff too. Like,
It's a
and they're-
fancy.
they're obnoxious, and I'm like, I am not.
Like
good
an
enough.
obnoxious color or like
Yeah, you want me to get it? It's
yes.
orange with neon blue stripes.
You can't groan at me working out anymore if you're playing a sport outdoors.
An outdoor sport.
You are willfully hurting your body by working out, whereas I'm enjoying a fun activity.
I get strong.
Big
You're
you're
muscle.
not enjoying anything. You were just complaining about it.
You were just upset that you're starting softball.
You're not
week.
enjoying. You haven't even started, and you're pissed off.
It's yeah, I don't know.
Ha.
You got him.
Yeah.
While he grabs it, shameless plug for the Patreon, everybody. We just put out the schedule for September's content. Some very, very cool things are happening regarding trivia and watch along. Trivia this month will be 1 through 3 for Toy Story.
'Cause the fourth one
Brian's
doesn't
birthday
count.
month, so he is picking the topics for this month. So we'll be doing trivia on Toy Story 1, 2, and 3. And then the watch along picks are all animated movies that Brian has never seen before. Hunchback of Notre Dame,
Ooh.
Iron Giant, and Treasure Planet.
Oh, Iron Giant.
That poll will go up tomorrow, and we'll be
Hunchback.
doing the watch along, I believe, on this Sunday. So if you want to join us for Patreon, check it out. A lot of cool options over there. It also includes Brian's food tries, Ahsoka reactions, my Avatar reactions, a lot more stuff going on over there. So check that out.
It should be. I'm very curious to see what wins. I feel like this might be like the most like kind of like even balanced. Maybe
I told Brian earlier it's probably a two-headed race,
Mhm.
but we've talked so much on POV specifically about Treasure Planet. I expect it to win.
I would like for that to win too. I love Iron Giant, but I also have never seen Treasure Planet.
And it relates to Ahsoka.
That's kind of why.
Yeah, because I was like, "This is Treasure Planet." And
Yeah.
everyone was like, "What the fuck are you talking
It
about?"
relates
I'm like,
to
"It's Treasure Planet."
Okay. Bright ass orange.
Dirty Dozen.
That's not obnoxious at all. It's a jersey.
That's like
My-
Rebel Pilot orange.
Yeah,
my
why is
high
that
school-
obnoxious?
My high school was that bright orange and
It's-
navy.
Yeah, my high school was
Literally.
orange. We rocked orange jerseys every
I
home
know.
game.
This is
Orange,
my
navy blue.
this was my high school colors
Wait,
too.
what's
but
the name on the back?
That's my nickname that
Scoops.
I have.
Hashtag Scoops.
Yeah. Yeah. So
That's like nowhere near what I've seen on softball fields.
I know.
I've
but
seen
it's
some
still-
crazy jerseys for men's softball.
Well, I don't think it was like in the rule book. They were like, cannot be vulgar and all that stuff. Although some of the names are a little vulgar.
Like the nicknames.
well, because
I don't even want to go down the road with your group of friends.
No. Well, it's because they just took their last name and like made it dirty. So
Oh.
like someone's last name is Bone. You can imagine
it.
where that one turned
Yeah.
into.
Yeah.
And Josh's last name is Weens, so that turned into
Yeah, Wiener. Yeah.
yeah. So it like that, but it's not like anything crazy. But yeah, Lord
Well,
help.
good luck with that, Brian. We want weekly updates.
Mm-hmm.
We want a softball review every Monday.
Yes.
Go on. Oh God.
Don't get hurt.
What days are you playing, by the way?
Friday nights.
Ooh, Friday Night
Friday
League.
Night Lights.
Drink those
No.
beers.
No.
No drunk playing.
No. God no. I can't even play that well sober. Drunk, there's no chance. Jake, remember? I already told him, I was like, I don't have to play. Like I can just be there. And they're like, oh no, you're gonna be our catcher.
What?
And I was like, what?
You can't
What?
just go and not play.
I mean, I can, but they're not gonna let me.
You got a jersey and everything, dude. Come on now.
Yeah, but I could be a DH. That doesn't have to play.
Softball.
I already asked them. I was like, I don't have to play position or anything. They're like, no, you're gonna play catcher. I was like, that's the worst
Oh.
position, but okay.
You'd
Like,
be squatting the whole time.
no, you don't have to squat in softball. My mom,
No?
bless her heart. No,
No, in
you're-
men's softball, you just stand behind the plate and throw it back to the pitcher.
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
So my mom has been freaking out the second I told her I was probably going to be the catcher, because in her mind she thinks
Baseball.
it's like women's softball where it's like the whole
Oh,
swing and
yeah,
throw
You're gonna
like
get
that.
whacked.
And so she's like, "You're gonna play catcher?" She's like, "I'm like, yeah." And she's like, "I was like, that's the easiest position." And she goes, "You better wear a mask." And I'm like, "It's not. It's literally like underhand toss." And she's like, "But it might ricochet and hit you in the face." I'm like, "It doesn't like."
I'll be
work like
fine.
that." She's so like terrified. She's like, "I don't know if I can come watch you play if you're playing catcher." I'm like, it's not.
So you don't wear a mask.
No, I
You wear a
literally
cup?
like stand. No, I
No?
literally would stand like 5. It's like 5 feet behind the batter and just wait for the ball to hit the ground and grab it and throw it back. That's literally all I have to do.
Because in men's softball, it's slow pitch, so it's where you
Yeah.
lob it up high,
Oh, okay.
and most of the time, unless it's a ball, nobody's like swinging and missing.
Well,
Trust me, I've seen it because I pitched and I got
did
got
it.
hit pretty hard
I
actually.
would be the worst catcher because every time the ball started to come down, I'd be like,
Oh, that's a story. The first week we took off, I help out the same group of friends. They're in an actual like men's baseball like adult league, and I do sports medicine and stuff for them. And the pitcher for our team was pitching, obviously, and threw the ball. The batter hits the ball. It goes straight back at the mound, shoots up, hits him in the mouth, knocked out his whole entire front tooth, and cut his lip from here all the way to here. So it was just basically open, and his whole entire tooth was completely out on the ground. And I was like, I didn't sign up for like this level of crazy. Although I obviously went straight out there and stuff, but like I had to like give him all the gauze I had and towel and stuff, and then pick up his tooth. And
I
was
can't
insane.
risk the moneymaker getting damaged.
That's literally like one of those things where it's like I've always like been like, oh god, I would never be a pitcher because of something like that. And it's like you never really see it, but then when you see it, it's like, holy crap. Like I've never seen so much blood in my life. And a full root I'm not gonna say that.
Ew. Like
root,
the nerve?
bottom. Yeah.
Oh my
I've never seen
God.
it. The whole tooth was like that.
Ugh.
Just on the ground. I was like, oh my God. Like yeah. And poor guy, it the way it got hit so violently, it slashed his gum. So they couldn't put it back in. So like it had to.
It has to heal, and he has to probably get an implant now.
Get a fake tooth. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I was like, God.
And that's why I don't play sports.
It's the best though.
You literally
Just the
do
best.
that just walking down the street. So
Correct.
it's not,
Imagine me doing sports. I would just be in intensive care every day.
Watch Jill be the most coordinated person on the sports on any field, but
Yeah,
when she's
right.
just walking around, she's the most
Gymnastics.
uncoordinated person. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She can do the beam and stuff.
I used to be able to do backhand springs on a
See?
balance beam.
That's what I'm saying. In the moment, she clutches up.
Yep. But
Jake, fun fact.
walking away from the balance beam, that's where I break a bone.
Fun fact: Jake and I in college had to take a gymnastics class,
It's fun.
and Gabby. Did you
Yeah,
do?
I mean,
floor-
it was kind of gymnastic-y.
Did you?
We did a dance class. We did a dance lesson.
Did you? Well, so the gymnastics part at the end, you either had to do a balance.
We did a
beam.
floor routine.
You did a floor routine. I did the balance beam.
There's a tape of it somewhere.
Oh, show us the
Ooh.
tape.
Yeah.
Was
It was
it
Gabby and
Gabby?
I. It was Gabby and I.
okay.
Yeah.
Release the tapes.
It was epic, man. We did like these somersaults. It was awesome.
Release
awesome.
the tape.
And
I don't know.
I
I have
did-
no idea where it is.
Find it.
It's probably in a Google Drive somewhere, maybe.
I have no idea. No clue. But yeah, we did we did a floor routine.
I don't know where mine is. My balance beam routine. I did a wheel on the balance beam, and to a dismount.
Damn.
Mhm.
Did you
That was
stick
wow.
it?
Absolutely. That's
Proud of you.
I needed to stick it to get a
To
A on the
pass.
thing. Not pass. I wasn't not passing
Oh.
to get an A yet. Because we got. I don't know how the floor routine works, but it like every
You had to
move we did-
hit certain check marks. Yeah.
Yeah, and so like you had to have a dismount and blah 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 blah. blah. Andy,
Blah,
this
blah.
is a universal thing. It's not just America.
There's an Australian gymnastics team.
They probably call it something. They probably spell it backwards or something. I don't know.
Spell it backwards.
I don't know, but I'm not joking today. Andy, literally, me and a bunch of my kids, we have like a 30-minute like end of the day like study hall period. It's just like do whatever you want time. And we were looking up McDonald's cuisines from around the world, and
From Macca's.
I told them how it's called Macca's, and now that's like their favorite word, and they're just going around like, I want some Macca's, and just like I'm like, you guys literally have no idea what this means. You're just saying it. Yeah, McDonald's has some. Australia had some weird stuff on their menu. Say that. Also, every single McDonald's that we found or looked at has mozzarella sticks.
Oh yeah.
What? Like, what is that?
Where's our mozzarella sticks?
Yeah. Why is it we looked Australia, China, England, Japan. I don't know. Well, Mexico, all 5 of those mozzarella sticks.
I know the one in Sweden has chicken wings, like on the bone wings.
Oh,
that are really
that
good.
was China had that one. They had buffalo wings, and there was some other like meat that I was like, I don't know if I would try it. Oh, prawns. It was
Shrimp?
like shrimp, deep fried shrimp.
Like,
I'm like,
Yum.
I don't know if I would.
I don't know if I would want to try that at a McDonald's, but
I guess you're that close to the water. Why not?
yeah.
Yes, but I don't know. They also sell pineapple spears. Like,
They sell pineapple burgers at the Hawaiian McDonald's.
but that makes sense.
and spam. They have spam at the Hawaiian.
That makes sense also. So, I don't know. And by the way, I am at some point having sushi this week because I've been craving it like crazy.
We got
Get
sushi
it.
in
we are
Georgia,
recording a
and it was
Brian
quite
Tries.
good.
Just saying.
This
We
month?
already did Brian Tries.
We already did sushi. We can't do sushi again.
Good call. Good call.
You can't just use a video as an excuse to get sushi. You just get it.
Yeah. I think I'm more craving.
In about 3 weeks, it won't be a problem.
Sushi.
Oh yeah. Is that
You
going to be
should-
her first meal? Booze and
Sushi.
Yeah, she's gonna have a bottle of wine and sushi in the hospital.
Good
bed,
for
is what
her.
she's
Good.
saying.
Hell yeah,
good.
girl.
Good for
Get
her.
it.
Good. As it
well,
should
depending
be.
on how long we're there, obviously, but we'll see.
Get that champagne.
Uh-huh.
Um,
And it has to be from where you had your first date. That
Aw.
exact one.
That's cute.
That was boring.
Makuni? Sorry, I was yawning.
Sorry, retiring you.
Yeah.
No, I'm telling you, it's been a long 4 days. Like, it's
Wait.
been a long
Just
4
wait.
days. And work was not any help adding on
Boo.
top of it today. So, all right. Super chat came in from Jared. Thank you so much, Jared. Molly, I have a spooky movie for you, and I'll throw Jill in there as well. The Sadness from Taiwan.
I
I
just
hope I'm
looked
saying
it
that
up.
right.
Yeah, well, so it's called The Sadness, but it is a Taiwanese movie.
Oh, The Sadness from. Oh, I got it.
Yeah, and I looked it up, and I will put it on my list. It looks interesting. It says
Where-
a young couple trying to reunite amid a city ravaged by a plague that turns its victims into deranged, bloodthirsty sadists.
Ooh.
So
So
it's like
zombies.
zombie movie, maybe.
Well, I will say, zombie movies from like Japan and Korea, they're usually the bomb. So
Train to Busan.
yes, that's
Mhm.
example
I
A.
heard about
Train to
that. So
Busan.
good.
Yes, 100%. Which they're doing a stupid American remake of.
Of course they are. What was the one that you just said you watched the other day?
Oh, last night we watched
Oh.
The Last Voyage of the Demeter.
The Dracula on the seas.
Oh, how was
It
that?
It wasn't scary. It was fun. It was like spooky vibes. And if you like the story of Dracula, I think you would like it.
I just watched. Speaking of Dracula, I just watched Renfield with Nick.
Is
Cage.
that the
Oh.
Nick Cage one? Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
I love Nick Cage. It's a fun, good old time. Like you don't expect the best movie of all time, but it's fun. you
Any
know?
There's
Nick
also
Cage
that movie where he's-
really you can't expect the best movie of all time.
He's like the devil. I forget what it's called. Nick Cage plays the devil, and he's like riding in the backseat of some guy's car.
Recent movie.
Mhm.
Mm.
Hold
I
on.
don't know.
It's on Tony TV. I'll
Someone
look it
in
up.
the.
Oh,
someone in the
Tony
chat will say it.
TV. Oh, Tony TV.
But yes, thank you. I am always taking spooky movie recommendations because I'm getting to the point where I've seen almost all of them.
Sympathy for the Devil.
Yes, that's the one.
Thank you, Jeremy. Speaking of spooky movies, just a reminder, Jill and Molly, you both will be in charge of trivia and watch-alongs for the Patreon. So, and the possibility of a live trivia match on the channel again, spooky style.
Ooh.
So, that is 100% up to you guys. You girls, excuse me.
Spooky movies.
I'm down for that. Ahsoka's over on the 4th, so I will have some time.
Yeah, so if all goes according to plan, it'll be 2 trivias and at least one watch along. So keep that in mind. That
Hype,
way I
hype,
have
hype.
time to write the
Super-
trivia.
Super spooky happy hour.
Spokes.
Oh yeah, we gotta bring happy hour back. Gotta wait for my body to adjust.
I got a detox for.
That's why I recommended a specific time at the end of
Do-
the month earlier.
Do mocktails for the month or something.
I mean, part of the fun of happy hour.
Okay,
is-
well, if you're forcing yourself, then
is
okay.
the drinking.
You have to make some spooky like cocktail where the
Ooh,
smoke.
put dry
I've got
ice in it.
some. I've got some saved. I've got some spooky cocktails saved.
Oh, I'm sure. You can only imagine.
I've got some.
Sean's probably got a whole list of spooky drinks ready.
Oh, I do. He doesn't. I'm the one that
No?
finds them.
Sean just makes them.
Sean just makes them. I'm the one that goes, do this, and he makes it.
Jill's the bar manager while Sean is just the bartender.
Correct.
We got a new bottle of bourbon thanks to Sean getting it during Dragon Con.
Oh
Which
yeah,
one? Oh,
Rittenhouse.
Rittenhouse.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Rittenhouse is good.
we were very excited that they sold Rittenhouse in Georgia.
Yeah,
we
Rittenhouse
got
is very good.
A tasting, they got a flight of different bourbons at
At
O'Sullivan's.
O'Sullivan's.
and you don't want to move to Georgia.
And
Me?
I-
No.
I was just saying.
He was talking to me.
He
He was
made
talking
he
to me.
made a puppy dog face, so I was joking.
Oh,
and I tasted one of them, and I was like, "That's actually
what was
pretty
that
good."
brand? I forget what that brand was. It wasn't Rittenhouse. It was.
No, I don't remember. It was like all the same brand, but different years and different.
That bar manager was
barrels.
dope though, because he was
Like
like,
the
"Here's
same
the flight," and he-
distillery?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all the same one, and he brought like all the bottles down for everyone to like see it, smell it. That was a fun night. That was a good
Yeah.
place. That was a good little. It was a nice little pub.
Heaven Hill Distillery? Does that sound familiar?
No,
Mm-mm.
Sean, are you still watching?
It's okay. I googled it, so
It's probably
I'm
a
sure Tony would remember.
Tony
too.
would. Tony, I think Tony took a picture of it. I think. But that was a good one. That was Alex. and
Decatur
I-
is a great area to just hang out in. It's got like
I
everything.
know. We fell in love.
Okay, Jill, what was the best thing you ate while you were there?
Oh God. It's so hard because we didn't have like a bad food experience.
Oh, was it Henry McKenna?
Mm,
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. Sorry.
no, you're
I'll,
fine.
I'll
I
Google
don't
the
know.
bottle and see.
Okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
The best thing I ate was was probably either there's this breakfast place right across the street from the Georgia Aquarium, and I had a Southern Benedict that had like bacon and like a sunny side up egg and gravy and so good. And then the Damons and some of our friends took us to a little sandwich spot that they sell like these like little slider size sandwiches and like a bunch of different, kind of like the taco place that you took us,
I know.
Mas Taco.
but
Victory.
sandwiches. Yeah,
Victory
That
Sandwich
was-
Bar. Yeah,
Not
their
that
Big
was-
sandwiches
Deli
are
sandwiches.
divine.
that was very, very good. I was a happy camper.
Did they go to the place that has that hamburger that can kill you?
Yeah,
Yes.
we did that the last night.
That was also very good.
So jealous.
That was also very good. I had the blue cheeseburger.
Ooh, I
which
love
was
a cheeseburger.
Very tasty.
What about isn't there a crazy breakfast place too?
There's a lot of crazy breakfast places there, Brian.
I don't know. Zach, I just remember Zach Paquette telling me about the Heart Attack Burger place and then this other one.
Crazy breakfast place.
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I
Maybe
know
I'm just-
Dad's. I know my parents' basement is Zach's like favorite place.
Maybe I'm
Yeah.
just thinking the crazy place is Waffle House.
Yeah, I was gonna say
we
Waffle
did
House.
we did do a late night Waffle House run because we were gonna go back because we all left everybody and we were hungry and we were gonna go back to O'Sullivan's for something to eat, but they closed in like 15 minutes and we didn't want to be those guys. And so Sean was like, there's a Waffle House literally right around the corner. So we were the only people in this Waffle House. And we got it to go. And I got cheesesteak hash browns.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Can't say no to Waffle House.
Especially after a day of drinking and then
Ugh.
going to Waffle House. That's just like...
That was me, like, when we went to get those burgers at Vortex. I was, like, so excited for a big old greasy burger.
It was very good. It was
Jelly.
very good.
So jelly.
Yeah.
I can't find that bourbon, but
all good.
Sean's not. I don't know what. I don't know if Sean's playing games.
No worries. No worries.
Speaking of games, should I not say anything yet?
No, we'll go ahead and start to close the show out because we got no more questions that have come in, and we're coming up on our time anyway. So, Brian, why don't you do the plug, and then we'll go ahead and wrap up with some socials and whatnot.
So I am going to attempt to do my first spooky stream on Thursday, I think. Probably 6, you think?
Maybe
What are
later
you-
because
what are
we
you
might be
playing?
recording the Q&A.
Oh, that's right.
You might be doing it a little bit later, which sets the mood for spooky stream. So,
Yeah, but then East Coast people will be asleep.
if they want to watch, they'll watch.
I guess. Five Nights at Freddy's.
oh, yeah.
That's what I want to play. So yeah, check out our Twitter probably for the best updates, or the Discord. But
Both, yeah.
I'm itching to play it, even though I know I'm going to regret it.
And
So,
just
yeah.
for anybody watching, just to clarify who doesn't know what spooky streams means, it's you can send in a donation or a super chat or something, and it'll scare the living shit out of Brian. That's the
Oh,
point.
we have
of
to
it.
pick it then, huh?
We have to pick the GIFs or the video clips.
Oh,
yeah.
I want to help
Sounds-
pick.
So let's have Jill and Molly actually help us with that.
Oh,
Yeah.
So it'll be
They can help us with
surprises.
That scares me more than the game.
Thank you, Tim, for the super chats and everything. Have a good night. Thank
Hi,
you.
Tim.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
I'm
actually
so
gonna
excited.
leave that up to the girls to help me with that. So
Well, then maybe I shouldn't be the one trying, like, setting this stuff
What was
up.
the name of
then.
that bourbon you and Tony tried at O'Sullivan's? The flights.
Bardstown?
What?
Bardstown?
Bardstown?
oh, Bardstown,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, that sounds familiar.
Ooh, Bardstown's so good.
Jake approves.
So if you need
but
another
yes.
one for Whiskey Jedi,
Yeah, I have not done
Mhm.
Bardstown yet. Actually, good call. Brian, if we are, I'll do some research, and if the girls help me out with the clips, I'll set up the
Oh,
stream.
we'll
But
help.
You might have to do it on your end just because it's through your own computer. So
Very good.
The dryer on the floor.
I'm quickly.
we'll figure it out.
I'm
So yeah,
quickly
stay tuned for that. That's going to happen on Thursday. Brian will be doing spooky streams, playing Five Nights at Freddy's, and the plan, I believe, Brian, is to do it every 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, no,
Every
no.
week?
I mean, I don't
A
see
set
why
date,
not.
probably, right? Is the hope.
Probably Thursdays would be the Thursdays or Wednesdays would be the
Yeah.
easiest. So one of those two.
Cool.
Probably Thursdays.
All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the show. First show back in a little bit. As I mentioned earlier in the show, check out the Patreon, everybody. A lot of things coming your way. The schedule is jam packed. We obviously got a little bit of a late start to the month because of things happening. We have
These
trivia
two.
coming up. We have a watch along coming up. We have Ahsoka and Avatar reactions coming up. We're recording the Q&A. There's a lot of things happening over there. Go check it out. The Discord. We have a great Discord with a lot of good people. So go ahead and check that out and stay up to date on everything POV. So let's do some quick plugs before we wrap it up here. Jill, where can everyone find you online?
Hello, Jilly Marie, 2 Y's, 2 E's on Twitter and X, or whatever the hell it's called, and Instagram.
And Brian?
Bia Volcino on Twitter and Instagram. That would probably be the best place to find info on Spooky Stream. Well, Jake will tweet it out anyways, but mine too.
And Miss Molly?
At Molly Damon on X. Molly
So
Mander
weird.
on
I
Instagram.
refuse to call it that.
X, Twitter, whatever. I'm still calling it Twitter on most
Yeah.
It's
things.
Twitter.
So, yeah.
It's-
And Star Wars Explained for Star Wars things.
Qui-Gon Jake everywhere, 2 N's, because someone else took it before I did. X, Instagram. You can check out the Whiskey Jedi, which is at Qui-Gon Jake as well. Again, we'll be on Star Wars Explained talking Ahsoka this week. Very, very excited to join Alex and Molly breaking down Star Wars as we get everything explained to us. Check out the Patreon. All the links in the description below. Thank you to everyone who sent in the donations today. We really, really appreciate it. And commenting along. So have a great rest of your week, guys, and we'll catch you guys next time.